Kamala Harris is so upset about coming down in the polls. They're losing that blue wall and freaking out. You know, they're having a hard time at Kamala headquarters right about now. And so they're like, what do we do? What do we do? Well, where's Barack when we need him? They're pulling Barack out of retirement because, you see, they think that maybe he might be able to convince some men that she's worth voting for. There is kind of a problem with men, because they don't like Kamala, they don't trust Kamala, and they actually want somebody who's going to help them provide for their families by creating a vibrant economy where you actually get a shot, where it's a meritocracy, where somebody doesn't just get the job because she's a woman or somebody's a minority or this, that, or the other. You know, we need real merits. Right? That's how we were founded. We're a capitalist country that's based on a meritocracy, and now she wants to shift it all around. So yeah, she's got a man problem, I'd say.
But it's men. I mean, I think the real struggle for the Harris campaign is young men, older men, men of color, white men.
Men. Young men, old men. Men don't like her. I mean, she's been able to work the abortion issue so much that, you know, a lot of women are just voting on that issue and that issue alone. But I'd encourage them to take a little look at the economy and to think about what's going down here. But Obama says, you know, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris, then you're just a big sexist pig, I guess. You know, you bad old guy. You're not going to vote for Kamala? Well, we know what we should think of you. You must just be a complete sexist. It's sexism. That's why she's not winning. No. I laid it all out. I just laid it all out. The reason this woman is not doing well, despite having the entire media circus behind her, besides having the entire Democratic establishment behind her, the reason she's not doing well is because no one actually likes her. She's not likable. You got to find yourselves a better candidate. I mean, Joe Biden, he's not dislikable. I mean, I hear he's kind of an angry guy. My sources say, Democrat sources actually, that have known him for a long time, and he holds a grudge like you wouldn't believe. So, ooh, Kamala, watch out. But Joe Biden is not disliked. I mean, I know you guys don't like him. And I know that he's too old for the gig. And I think that was primarily the reason he started slipping so badly, aside from, you know, the state of the economy in the polls. But it wasn't because he was disliked. And so when you look at all this data, I think ultimately people are like, yeah, we don't like Kamala. We don't trust Kamala. We don't think Kamala is capable. Nothing to do with the female thing. It's the word salad thing. It's the I'm smarter than you thing. It's, well, I'm a woman, therefore I should win thing. Oh, I'm a black woman, therefore I should definitely win thing. People don't like it. Not even black men. Okay, so Obama's on the case. They're bringing him in out of retirement. He looks terrible, by the way. Oh my gosh, I mean, talking about somebody that's aged. I was looking at a picture of him and Kamala from a few years ago. I mean, he has really aged. His wife looks way better than him. Anyway, here's Obama talking to the, quote, brothers, telling the brothers, you got to go do your job, buddies. We'll pull it up again because this is worth seeing, absolutely worth seeing. The brothers got to get in on the act, and they got to go to the polls because, you know, they're just a bunch of sexists if they don't. I mean, imagine that. They're going to tell you that you're sexist because this is an intimidation tactic again, right? It's all about intimidate. And that's why you don't get any real poll numbers. People are intimidated.
Is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
Ooh, okay, so shame on you. The brothers need to get out there and do their part for Kamala. He went on and on about, you know, she went to the same colleges as you. She has lived the same life as you. I'm not so sure about that. You know, her mom was a professor at McGill University in Montreal. Montreal, where they speak French. McGill's a great school. It's like the Harvard of Canada. It's funny to say that. Anyway, McGill's a great school. Her mom's a professor there. The dad's a professor. They're divorced. She doesn't have a lot to do with him. Apparently, he's like a full-on communist out at Stanford. Like his version of economics is a really scary one. So those are her parents. I don't really think that she does have a ton in common with the brothers, as Obama is trying to suggest. But, you know, who am I to say that? I'll just say this. That's not going to work, all right? You actually need to change your candidate. Could you change your candidate again? Oh, wouldn't that be nice if you could? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So anyway, Obama's out there trying to hit the campaign trail, trying to force people to vote for Kamala. And they're like, no, thank you.